All right, welcome to this week's OK at Work special episode. So we have big news that I know everyone has seen, which is the CDC yesterday, which was May 13th, came out with new guidance saying that vaccinated individuals do not need to wear masks indoors or outdoors. So this is big news that I know that everyone has been waiting for and excited for. So we're just wanted to do a special recording here about the implications of that. I know I've been getting a lot of questions from my clients as their employees here in Maryland have been ripping off their masks in the office, which is actually still a misdemeanor in the state of Maryland. So what do we have going on here, Russell?
Yeah, so this has been a big week. We've got a plan for the Maryland mask mandate to go away, and we've got the CDC guidance. So we are on the cusp of some real progress with respect to the masking requirements, and that really just means we're making real progress overall with respect to COVID. But from an employer standpoint, as of today, May 14th in Maryland, we haven't crossed over that 70% threshold yet. So despite the CDC guidance, the mask mandate in Maryland is still in place. And to some extent, that kind of makes sense to me just because, what the CDC is saying is only applicable to fully vaccinated people. And even that 70% target is for the first shot. It's not for the second shot. It's not for the 2-week that waiting period to be fully vaccinated. So it's a rough approximation, and it's a practical approximation of what the CDC is saying. There's really no, because you can't really go in and police a workplace and, hey, have you hit a certain percentage here yet? We can't really do that. So I think, the state is doing the best it can with the data that's available to it. But the upshot for employers is, don't change anything quite yet. The mask mandate's still in place, but definitely start preparing for what it's going to look like post mask mandate.
Yeah, and in the interim, I would definitely recommend communicating with your employees. I've been working with some of my clients to draft some communications just around what is still in place in Maryland, what the requirements are. Because I know, as I mentioned, some employees are confused as to what the requirements are. So, which is understandable. And so, this is a good opportunity to really communicate with your employees, let them know what the rules are, let them know that we're excited about moving forward and the changes that are coming, but that they still need to keep their masks on at the office for right now. So I think that's really key right now, is to communicate as quickly as possible with employees that compliance is still necessary.
Yeah, and it's also a time to say, if you haven't gotten vaccinated, help us get over that 70% threshold. I mean, all we're trying to do, we're at 65% of the state of Maryland right now. So we're just trying to turn that D grade into a C minus and get to that 70%. And if we can get, that 5% more people to get there, then we can get, we can take a big step back towards normal. So I think it's an opportunity for employers to encourage those remaining employees who haven't maybe been vaccinated yet to go get vaccinated and take that next step.
Yeah, definitely. And this is also a good reminder that this is going to vary depending on federal, state, and local rules, which we've been dealing with the entire pandemic. So I know I'm sitting in Baltimore City right now. Baltimore City is always a little bit behind the state on these things as well, as far as reducing restrictions. So that's something to consider as well. This is definitely a time where you're going to have to be paying close attention. Things are changing quickly in a good way, but want to definitely pay close attention to what your requirements are. So until next time, we'll see how things change, and excited for the new changes that are coming.
Yep. Thanks, Sarah.